Hello Grebos and welcome back to downloadable content. It must be Monday because, say it with me now, it's Mod Showcase! No, today is my day, PC Drifter. Nomad came out today and we're talking about Nomad. Oh, what the hell are you doing here, man? Didn't you get like destroyed or something? Oh really? How about one of these then? Oh shit! Finally, it's time to talk about Nomad's 1.0 release. So, without further ado, it's time for Nomad 1.0 Release Monday! That's right, finally we get to take a look at the full release of Blade & Sorcery Nomad. I am running this game on the Quest 3. I'll do a comparison to the Quest 2 and whatnot in the future, but for right now, let's dissect this one and take a look. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually record this one in widescreen 16:9 for better FOV. I talked to the developer about it and they are working on some things behind the scenes, so I'm hoping in like a week or so, I'll be able to record Nomad better. But right now, what we're gonna do is just appreciate everything. I want to make a specific call out right now. The game will look way better in the headset than it will in YouTube and on recording, especially in this format. I had to record it in 1:1 rather than 16:9, but I digress. I just wanted to call that out there. It looks really beautiful, even the draw distance. We're going to be taking a look at a bunch of things, from effects of the spells and what that looks like and what that causes performance-wise, as well as physics and all that fun stuff. But for right now, let's explore the player home, especially over here because they have bees. Look, these are bees, and they can they can sting you. Hey, don't sting my eyes though. A lot has changed on this player home that you'll notice. You actually lose your little archery target range, but you get like a farm. You have a new house for Jonathan, so you could look at it. Jonathan can't be brought home in the vanilla release, but I'm sure our boy Hugh Johnner will release that mod called Bring Them Home and enable you to collect those. But speaking of our home, what you can do is kind of customize your home. Let me actually show you. If we open our door and go on the inside, we have our obelisk, and you also have like your little crystal hunt like skill thing that tells you what you have. But more importantly, anything you bring back with you can actually be stored in your house. So if I was to say, hey, I want to put my bow on the bow rack, we're going to put it over here. But let's say you were playing a dungeon and you looted, I don't know, like a mug or something. You could put that mug in your inventory, which is this little floating crystal orb right here, and you can take things out of your inventory. What's excellent is you can put all the stuff in your house and completely customize it. So loot means something now in the game, which I will show you the shop further down the line in the video, but I want to let you know that this house can be your house. You can say, I want to leave my sword here, damn it, and you can. All that stuff will stay. You want to have a dagger in a drawer and it comes back and it'll be there for you, you can. You want to collect a bunch of bones, you can do all that fun stuff too. Just make sure that you don't lose your mind while collecting things, because it's easy to do. Let's fly over here and go by the cave. So not too much has changed over here except for inside the cave, which you know, I will let you guys actually explore the cave for yourselves, because some things did change inside that means a lot to Crystal Hunt. I'll show you from afar, but remember that spooky door? Something's there now. Ooh, so I would implore you to play the tutorial and find out about that stuff, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys for right now. We could also do this Breath of the Wild run out over here and be like, wow, look at this, Nomad's universe. Which reminds me, we have to do something really cool. If you notice, the water has completely changed in Nomad. Look how better it is. It's no longer Play-Doh. But I will warn you guys, if you have a fear of water and swimming, do not go in the water. I'm warning you right now. It depends on how deep you go also. It is kind of hard to get your bearings, but you have full physics swimming. Of course, this was part of U12, but it feels really good. But if you go really deep in this water, that's where the scary parts are going to go. Look at this. You really feel like something's going to be here. And I'm not going to say there isn't, and I'm not going to say there is, but imagine if there was a weird sea creature somewhere down here that you didn't know about, and you're swimming. And then as you get there, out of nowhere, All right, I'm sorry I had to do that to you guys, but, you know, it just is what it is. It's a staple, so let's keep going. So have your fun on this player island, but what we need to do next is go and see the brand new map to Blade and Sorcery Nomad 1.0, and that, my friends, is the Citadel. It's right here. It's great. Let's go there right now. It's breathtaking. That's all I can really say. Look at this. It is the whole Citadel. Well, almost the whole Citadel. If we look to the right, you'll see the beach, but things are missing from the beach. And what we have to do is explore. This is the first thing I wanted to do when I got here on the Citadel. Let's go. I want to go on the beach. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Is there a boundary here? Hang on a second. Hang on. Don't do this. Cosby, please. Please don't do this to me. No. No. My heart is broken right now. You can't go to the beach in Nomad? Oh, no. So, wait a minute. There might be a map restriction, boundary for Nomad Citadel to help with performance. Let's go over here on this side. I'm flying around with gravity. Please. Please. And... yeah, look, even on this side, too. Oh, that is sad. You cannot go into the beach in Nomad. Well... it is what it is. I'm not saying I'm cripplingly depressed right now, but mildly disappointed because I love hanging out over there. I bet you someone can actually make a mod, though, to remove the map boundary restrictions. As long as there's collision over there, you should be able to play. But that reminds me, this is the water that is the creepiest. I showed you on the player home, but this is... I do not go in this water. Absolutely not. Do you see this? You guys looking? Yeah. This is... this here, if you have the fear of swimming and you have the fear of water, do not go in this water because I'm already creeped out. Let's get the hell out of here. Now, of course, there are going to be differences for Nomad's Citadel, but nothing that's like insanely different. Of course, we have that map boundary, which is what it is, enough to get it running. But the first thing that I notice is there's no like tree here. I'm pretty sure there's still a tree on the PC. In fact, I don't actually remember, but there's no tree here. I don't think you can actually interact with these. Oh no, you can. Okay, so that's good. You could take the sword of the king. Come here. Give me your sword. Obviously, you don't get to keep this one. So this is a hidden item in the game. Not really though, but this is technically a weapon. You can't wield it yourself. Oh, I threw that. I'm going to need a new one. Can I have yours? Can we not grab that one? That's weird. Yeah, we can grab that too. Good. So we can technically wield this. I don't think it's actually grabbable with your hand, but you could use telekinesis to do it. But the collision's weird on it. That's... yeah, we found another weird thing. But over here, in the PC build, there's like bushes and shrubbery blocking this one. But this is the underground super secret cellars. This is where Cosby lives. So let's light a torch and take it. Down here is creepy because it has creepy underground noises and there's bats and it echoes. And if you pay attention and go down here at midnight when the game launches and take this turn right here, this happens! Did I get you guys twice? I bet you I did. I bet you didn't expect that one. First was the water and then, okay. Will it happen 3 times? Who knows? So this is a brief overview of the Citadel. I'm not going to ruin the entire thing for you guys. It's up to you to explore. Keep that in mind. So let's move over to one of the other new maps. Loaded music. Noise. Okay. The Sanctuary is a retelling of the ruins. You no longer have access to the ruins. It's gone. Forget about it. It died along with U12, so that's gone. But you have this brand new map. It looks really cool. You still have this chandelier, so you can, you know, be like Baron and glide off of it. Is it glide? Is that the right word? Is that the right English word? Glide? But you could do that. You have this lantern. There's a lot of world building, I feel like. Inside this level, you have the king with their sword again, banner, but also you have a creepy underground crypt down over here. There's a bowl here. So if you take this bowl and you put it upside down here, then you have to jump here and spin. You'll see that there's a book right here. You have to quickly spawn a skinning knife and equip it. Then you run over to this bookshelf. Nothing's grabbable except for this barrel. Telekinesis it and smash it into that book. It has to shatter. Then you make a right. You go down here, look for the candles. You have to find one that isn't lit. You have about, I think, 30 seconds to find an unlit candle, which should be somewhere over, here we go. These candles aren't lit. So you take fire and you go 1, 2, 3. It's not gonna light right away. You need to quickly grab this jug, smash it on the other unlit candles, run all the way back up here. We need to quickly get in front of the king statue. You have, I think, 30 more seconds. Don't break that. That's important. Don't break it. We're almost there. You run here, you look up into the sky, and you turn so you're not facing the king. And then you take your dagger and just keep stabbing yourself. Just let all the blood go all over his carpet, and then you should actually unlock Blade and Sorcery 2.0. Up next, we're going to take a look at the town square. It used to be the market, now the town square. I'll leave my opinion out of this one. Let's just go right in. Here it is, the town square. It is nighttime. There is no daytime version of this map, solely nighttime. But actually on the quest, because of how the stylized graphics are, I have to say it actually looks pretty welcoming. On the PC, it's pretty dark, and I don't like going in here on the PC build, but I'm actually digging the nighttime vibe in Nomad. As you can see here, this is, or feels like it would be like in an RPG. This would be like where your tailor would go, and you could like buy different armor and equip it. You're not going to find something like this in the game itself. Like there's no point to come to here. This is just a sandbox map, but it feels like something would be here. Knock the bucket in there, by the way. That's going to give you another secret. And you need to make sure you jump and hit all of these in about 1.5 minutes. So I think there's the one more, right? Or is that the start of the first one? This is the start of the first one. So you have to start here, jump and hit it. They all have to be wiggling, and within 1.5 minutes, if you can make every sign here move within 1.5 minutes of being on this one, you unlock something super special. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to do it. You have to spend hours doing it. Trust me. This is the well. Go down there and sacrifice something to the well god. But now I think it's time I show you guys something. So we know the market / town square and how we loved it and the gates. Well, I do need to show you this. If you go above, they changed it. It is completely different now. Look around. You have access to, I don't know, the Pico. That's not even the PC universe. That's the PC universe right there. That's how you get back to there. Through the void that exploded in the sky from PC Drifter. That is the Pico 4 version of Blade and Sorcery Nomad. It's not out yet, but you can see how it's rotating. It's a work in progress. But as for the old version of the market, it's gone. Reduced to ashes. It's no longer like a weird pseudo-open world. And I believe the second you land here, you teleport back into the start of it. So, whoops. Nope, you just fall through the map. The arena is the arena. So that one you can go do arena stuff on. What we want to do is check out the beautiful canyon, one of my favorites. Look at it. Look at the lighting on this one. Look at the snakes with the tongue sticking out. It's cool. You have a cool waterfall. You have excellent water down over there that you can see through. I love that. Don't keep going now. That'll break your immersion. But over here looks so cool. I love the stylized feel of Nomad. I said it before, but it really works in the headset, I'm telling you. Climbing stuff, all that's down there. It's just the canyon like 3.0 at this point. It looks so damn cool. It really does. There's even like a Star Wars-esque, you know, hut over here. You can just hang out in and get... Do you think something's in there? Hang on. Let me turn on a torch and find out if there's something right here. I bet you thought you were going to get... So these are the sandbox maps. Have fun, play around on them, but I know what you guys are waiting for. Of course, you're waiting to see the skills and crystal hunt. So without further ado, I will open these doors to still the sandbox, and I'll go to crystal hunt in a sec. I just want to show you the skills in the arena. There is a lot of new stuff, and I'm not going to cover all of it. It's really up to you. I just want to wet your whistle. So this is the new fireball. The effects look cool. I like how it's casted. You can cast it like normal fire and move it. but if you have fully upgraded stuff, it can bounce around and do some other things. So if I hold, cast, and do the trigger, I can self-detonate that fireball. Isn't that cool? Even quickly. Self-detonate. That's sick. Now, if you're just holding it and punch, you'll also shoot out like this little flame. So you can be an epic pyromancer. And now, if I cast them both like this and destroy them at the same time, a wall of fire can fall down. I don't know why it got stuck up there, but you have a wall of flame. And then, of course, your merge. We know about this one. This is the meteor, but it's back in all of its glory. Then you can also merge it with other things, like fire and lightning will do two different things. So if I'm holding lightning and fire at the same time, and I cast out lightning, it's going to shoot a flame lightning bolt, which is one of my favorite moves. And if you merge them and shoot it just like merge lightning, you're going to fire out a molten beam. This will not only electrify things, but burn them at the same time. You could also grab things with fire and really just set things ablaze. In fact, I'm going to need a volunteer for this. This guy looks so perfect for it. We can grab them and hold down the trigger and just light them on fire. Get ready, see they're smoking. See? And then they burst into flames. He doesn't know how to stop, drop, and roll. They didn't invent that yet. And you see that they actually get charred. Isn't that fun? All burnt up. Whoa! I was showing them something. So now, detonate. Fire hits him. His shoes burn. So does he. I love this. Being a pyromancer is so rewarding. Get punched. Get punched again. We're going to keep punching you like this until you burst into flames. One more. Come on. Burst. Yeah, we did it. And then there's the falcon punch. So you grab while also casting, and then boom! See? Fire punch. And let's not forget my favorite thing, and that is to use the fire imbue on a staff, and then do the spell use button and go like this. Flamethrower will burn your soul. And his soul is just burned, right? And then you can also slam it into the ground and shoot little fire stuff. And if you have two of these, well, you can also fly with this. So, have fun. Let's focus on lightning. Now, you've already seen that you can cast lightning and electrify things. You could also shoot out normal lightning bolts. This will stun things. You could also punch them. You can grab them the same way you could grab and burn someone. You can grab them and electrify them and stun them, which is cool. And the merge itself is like a little Kamehameha blast. Right? But then we have it merging with, well, gravity. Not only can it do the normal one where you can shoot like a gravity version of lightning to make them float, but this, you guys aren't ready for this one. What you do is, you see that little electricity thing up ahead? It's not your effects being weird, it's telling you where you're going to cast. So if I pull this apart, it's a tornado that does lightning. It's one of my favorite things in the entire game. I honestly think, because of the stylized graphics, once again, the tornado and lightning feels and looks way cooler on Nomad than it does PC. I'm just going to say it. And I could be inside the storm itself and float around. Look at that. And then I could just be like, you're dead. I guess we should talk about gravity too. There's a lot of different things you could do. You can fly it really far now, but also punch with it, and you'll go towards where you're punching. But if you do a superhero punch and go right on the ground, you see that? It shoots everything around. You have your normal merge like so, which will make things levitate around you, as well as pull it out for the gravity bubble. And if we mix it with fire, oh, you guys are in for a treat. This summons a black hole right about there. Look at this. It will pull enemies and everything alike right into that black hole, crush it, and throw it out. And if you want to be really strategic, and if you're quick enough, if you cast it and throw it and cast gravity again really swiftly, you can push it far away and really enjoy it in the center of the map. It is so cool. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm not going to spoil everything, of course. I just want to wet your whistle. Now it's time to take a look at some basic combat itself. I have a lot of skills on because at Sandbox we're maxed out on all of our skills. But some of the things I really love is Temporal Riposte, which you might eventually turn this one off or not use it that much. Keep in mind I have all the Sandbox cheats on as well to showcase this one. So that's why I can do it unlimited amount of time. It's tied to your focus, which is this little green thing on the side of your hand. So every time I parry, they're going to freeze for a second and lets me instantly do a counter attack, which will make you feel like an absolute badass, but makes them not stand a chance. If you don't want a lot of that stuff on, you can go into Sandbox and go do skills and turn off what you actually don't want. For me, that's part of the dual path, so if I scroll all the way down, I can turn off Temporal Riposte while in Sandbox as well. So I click that, and now when I riposte, they don't freeze anymore, which is great. You can just have a normal kind of battle. But now I will show you one of my favorite skills, and that's called discombobulate. So while fighting, if you hit them with the blunt, they get like half knocked unconscious. So she's like, oh my God. And it really just lets you, really finish them. What the, are you made of rubber? Okay, what the hell? We'll showcase it on you instead, since you have white hair. Good. Punch in face. Now he's going to be all knocked out and sad about it. Stab through the chest. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that's enough horsing around. It's time to wet everyone's whistle with the start of Crystal Hunt. So this is the main menu itself. That's my sandbox character. So I'm going to select New, and this is how you make a Crystal Hunt character. So this is, you toggle the mode, so make sure you're on Crystal Hunt, and you're going to choose how you want this to start. So if I want to start as a Mind Crystal, it says strengthens telekinesis to control weapons and enemies alike, slow your perception of time. So this is if you want to be like a slow-mo guy. Keep in mind, you don't start with all these things. You can have a Body Crystal, increases your survivability, Flame, Lightning, Gravity, Sorcerer, or no crystal at all. You just want to be a dude that washes up on shore. You could do all of that one. I think to start, we're going to be a Mind guy. And if you're feeling truly amazing at this game, you can change everything. So if I wanted to go hard mode, so on death you lose your gold, there's different damagers. Or if I want to do 1 life, which is permadeath, while playing, if you die by any means possible in this game, your character gets deleted, which I've experienced. It's crazy. But I think just to start this one off and make sure nothing weird happens, we'll say normal and select. This is how Crystal Hunt basically begins, especially if you select the tutorial. You spawn here, shipwrecked somewhere. Who knows where? Is it the player home? Oh, I don't know. But this is where you begin. You go over to this dead guy after passing through on this note. You'll find different pieces of lore hidden around. So you can read it. If you're reading this, then you're either playing the game or watching this video. We're not going to read that one. No lore spoiling here. But we go to this dead guy. And it's like, hey, you're capable of using telekinesis to pick things up. You start with telekinesis. You can always do that. But, you know, we're a mind guy or a body guy for what we chose. But we can pick that up. This is a dead guy. He's dead. Is what it is. And now this is your first introduction into combat in Crystal Hunt. This guy talks to you and says something in crystal language, and you're just like, huh? I don't know what you said. But you get to have your combat. He's done. See? And it tells you how to do things. We're going to pick up all these apples, because apples heal you. So if you take damage, eat some food. But I like this part because it actually introduces you to some mild stealth that the game offers. This person is just straight up chilling. And it gives you, the player, how you want to destroy them. You want to hit them with the lore? You want to throw a rock at them, stealth kill them? It's up to you, but I bet most players, like myself, did this. Work your way down through the cave itself, all the way through here, and this is where you will see the beauty of inside the cave itself. There's something weird over there, something up there. There's a couple of people to fight. That guy's wigging out. He knows it's Nomad, but this guy, ooh, don't say anything. He's doomed. This is the guy that he has all the bugs in the game. Every bug that's ever been any build is stuck in this man right now. And it's up to us, the hero, to free him. I'm such a good person. Now we run up to this door and you're like, oh, cool, I can finally go into this door and see the ending of the game, right? Right? Wrong. Can't do it. Figure it out yourself. But if you move over here, you'll find that you get yourself a crystal shard. So we're going to take that. We're going to read about some of their lore. I can't read, so that's unfortunate. And we take this little medieval iPad right here, let it scan your retina with face scanning, and it translates. Spend as much time you want in the cave, but when you're ready, you exit through the gift shop this way. You have a nice little rope. They're going to tell you how to play the game, and we can go ahead and escape. There's no one here, which I think is a difference, because in the PC world, I believe there's enemies here, but there's no one here. We're on the player home now, so we run around. Everything we explored later. Don't get stung by the bees. They're still there, ready to sting you. But you'll be like, oh my goodness. Norman, Blade and Sorcery Norman is dead over here, and he dropped a piece of paper that says something about an archaeologist. Something, dark side. Okay, cool. But that means that we have just unlocked a brand new home. That's the rule, everyone. Remember, if someone dies and they're outside their house, it's yours for the taking. Now, if you go over to your item book, you'll find everything you have already equipped. So let's take a torch for ourselves. And if you do this button, it's everything stored in the house. But make sure you go over here, take your dagger, take the crystal that you selected to start off with, read this nonsense if you knew how to read, and then, when you are ready, take the crystal, put it in the obelisk, and enjoy your skills. Look at that. We grab it, and we unlocked slow time. So now that we have all that fun stuff, it's time to go to everyone's favorite Centauri pirate, which we're going to go on a boat trip. So we run all the way the hell down here, go to your travel map, and you'll be like, where's all the stuff? How do you... I don't see anything. Don't worry. Select Baron's Bounty, and away you go. And when you spawn in, there he is himself. The person that made Blade and Sorcery Nomad take so long to come to the quest. It's the Baron. And the first thing you're going to do is just yeah, that's what you get for... That's right, Baron. Okay, so we did that one. Everyone's going to do that one no matter what. Just is what it is. I'm just kidding. You don't do that. You put your piece of paper down and you run all the way up here. And you're at Dragon Roost Island. And you're like, hello? Hello? Ding dong. Service over here. Stay a while and listen. What game is that from? Someone know. Anyway. He'll talk to you. Say something. Say something else. Can I buy something? Drop valuables? I don't have valuables. Baron. I'm trying to show them the shop. Can you talk? I guess I'll be talking. So you buy things like this. You'll see it has a price tag. That's the symbol for floorings. You would bring it over here to the buy section and be like, I would like to buy this, please. And it tells you how much it is. We don't have enough gold.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, I know, Baron. Now you're talking? Seriously? We can buy a hammer if we want because we have the gold. So I'm not going to tell you how to play. If it's your first run, buy what you want. Do whatever you want. Just know that the shop will upgrade as you, quote-unquote, upgrade and progress. It'll get different tiers of loot. But you can always play around in the shop and be like, this is an outrage. I want the manager. Are you the... I want Cosby. Bring him out here. I have a complaint. Anyway, there's also more things on this island. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm sure other people will spoil it for you because they're terrible people. But look around. Explore everywhere. Go up there. Go over there. Do your thing. So let's get this crystal hunt started. You walk over here to the travel map after talking to the man, the Baron, and he's like, go do the thing. So this is an outpost. You get a skull, and that's your reward. So let's go. Here we are at the start that we know and love. There's many starts and 1.0. It just so happens that I got the generic one. It is what it is, but you'll have different outpost starts. You bring in what you bring in. Does that make sense? So you have to loot up before you go. So I only had this that I bought, rusty shiv. It definitely does not call, it doesn't give them tetanus. It just kills them. But we go in and start. So this is what, am I stabbing myself? I just stabbed myself. I have self-collision turned on. So it looks like I have self-collision turned on because I was playing the sandbox character first. And it stays with you if you forget to turn it off. And then there's also the overlapping skills. I'm hoping that they get this fixed, but I'm going to include this right here. You guys will not have access to this. I don't know why this is here, but that's interesting. All right, I got to make sure I don't stab myself. Anyway, back to what I was saying is while in combat, if you are battling someone and you make them freed from this mortal coil, you're going to be like, well, oh, they dropped their gear. That's a way cooler sword than rusty shiv. Well, you can't bring it with you. It just is unfortunate, but you can't loot their weapons and sell it back to the Baron. It just is. But I did notice something odd with the collision. So this is a not alive body. So if I drop this, it sticks in them, right? You see that? We could stick them. Let's find someone that still draws breath. Anyone in here? Do they draw breath? Not just yet. Well, at least I could show them this. These are doors now. They will be unlocked. You unlock them, and you will find a lootable treasure chest. Open that up, and look, a crystal shard. That's important. That's how you upgrade. I just stabbed myself again while trying to scratch my arm. Damn it! At least now I get to actually show you guys what I was talking about. So this is someone that draws breath. I'm going to grab the back of her neck, you know, in dominance. Can you? You did, Furiosa. Good. So now let's drop her for a second. I stabbed myself again. Oh, no. Can you not? I'm trying to do a whole thing, and you just... All right, grab her. Drop her for a second. Now, if I do this and drop it, did that miss? Can you not be annoying for a second? Good. Now drop. You see that? It like physics culls when they're alive. I don't know why. And if I drop it on the body that's not alive, I stab myself again. Well, self-collision is an absolute death sentence. But what I'm trying to say is I think you guys are getting it. For some reason, there's some odd physics culling going on. I don't know if it's on purpose, on accident, but there's definitely something like that. Bring it on. No. Punch. Get punched. Yeah. You punched? I need to get my favorite weapon. It's down here. And... no! Cost me why? It's not here on Nomad? Where's my ore? I don't get an ore? I have a half-sunken boat, but I don't have an ore? That's messed up, dude. There's normally an ore over here. Okay, fine. I guess, you know, we get shafted as Nomadians. Alright, well, you're electrifying him. I'm gonna bring the body closer. Toss him on you. Oh, unfortunate. This is one of the new rooms. There's different paths, so we can climb up here to see if it has any void secrets up there. Hello? No, just a nice... Oh. Hi. I'm gonna let you live. I'm going into the water, and I will just swim this way. Oh, we found some loot, though, in this water. That's big. I need to make sure I don't drown, so pull myself out of this little toilet water. And remember, these dungeons are what you make of it. So search to your heart's content, do all that fun stuff. Kick open here. Is there anything? No, but we found this plank of wood, and that's what matters. So I will toss myself up, grab this one, and now stealthily, I will just go... Oh, you're done. Did you expect that to happen? Whoa! Tell someone else about it. We put you on a meat hook. In slow motion, too. Slow motion meat hook attack. There we go. Yeah. Oh, she's sitting next to a piece of lore. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just take that from you. Oh, no. I don't know what that was, but that was some Nomad nonsense. Let's grab this one. Something, yeah. I'm wounded, I have 28 health, so let's eat those free apples they gave me in the beginning. Don't turn on self-collision. We're going to take the loot, we're going to grab a pickaxe, and get to work. Oh, I killed myself with a pickaxe! Well, anyway, that's a basic dungeon. You go in there, you kill things, you get some loot, you go back and you get something at the end of the dungeon, and you bring all that stuff back to the Baron guy, sell things to him, get more things, and eventually something new will open up. And maybe, just maybe, that means something. All right, PC Drifter, I'm done. You could go ahead and show them the microwavable hot dog mod you were talking about. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed Nomad Drifter showing you a little bit of 1.0 release of Blade and Sorcery Nomad. If you have Nomad, rejoice, because you now can join us here in 1.0. Tell me what your favorite part is. Did you start yet? And if you made it this far in the video, comment something about this door handle. I really want to know about this door handle that you can't see. It's off screen. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I'm Drifter from Downloadable Content. That's Drifter from the Nomad verse. And we'll see you next time.